So I just want to finish up by saying this is how disgusting it is. They do this disgusting pedophilia type of torture and then try to make you acceptive of them for whatever ways. You see in the last video, this little baby that they force you to have a reaction, and they're like, "Now we mapped it. You felt like that when you were a kid." No, you're making me experience something that I will not experience unless you manipulate me to experience that. Then you try to find ways to make me acceptive of these manipulations that are manipulation, because I will not experience this unless somebody's in my brain rewiring my brain to have these experiences. And your job is to make me experience these experiences when there's babies. And they try to speak it like in this sensible way. We mapped it. Or we mapped it. They are. And they try to be like, oh my gosh, it's so obvious that we're now doing it. But what? To try to talk them, to create a tonality via V2K. To sound like they're not obviously manipulating my brain. And it's like, no, but you know, it's so logical that we're just mapping your brain to you as a child. This is the logical ways they want me to identify with these manipulations. No, they are. You just make, you know, you felt like that when you were a kid. So this is, it's like you when I was a child. I'm not a child. Why would you make somebody think the way he thought or experience things that he experienced when he was a child? You as the logical person that you try to sound like. You're a clown. And it's falsified. There's one thing that I remember with when I'm 13, they try to create this feeling that turned into sexual stimulation. It's so nasty. They are rewiring your thoughts and your reactions, your emotions, turning into something sexual, literally feeling sexual stimulations instead of whatever else you would have felt. This is what they do.
The human nervous system, in order to remotely pick up on someone's neural network or EEG, and not only receive that and monitor it, but manipulate it and place it back into the victim to control their emotions or control their actions or bodily functions for that matter. The other more recent term we have for that is EEG heterodyning or EEG cloning. The difference between EEG heterodyning and EEG cloning would be, let's say me remotely receiving your EEG and then duplicating it and putting that in another person to give them your same thoughts or feelings or physical reactions. EEG heterodyning would be receiving your EEG, manipulating it to put it back inside your head to give us a desired physical reaction or emotional reaction.
Desired physical or emotional reaction.
Spiritual are derogatory to their lifestyle and similar belief systems.
Often made to smell various things, including smoke, burning, dirty diaper, or baby powder, which they sometimes combine with the pedophilia type of torture in malodorants. This is the alteration of the smell sensation, so that I am often made to smell various things, including smoke, burning, dirty diaper, or baby powder, which they sometimes combine with the pedophilia type of torture, including the threat of planted dreams and videos in my
Tactic of belief systems into human will. In no-touch torture, the techniques are more psychologically specialized for each target. Most common examples include homosexual targets that are forced with voices that are derogatory to their lifestyle and similar mental images. Almost all targets are forced to view child pornography in their minds.
Somebody's trying to end my life. If somebody's trying to end who I am as a person, if somebody's trying to take over my mind, putting thoughts of pedophiles, like this disgusting things. So I was going with that first word. Disgusting things that I don't even want to talk about because it makes me sick. I don't even like those words in my mind. But it is what it is. So I have no choice now but to acknowledge that there are people in my surroundings or whatever they're doing.
And even though that attacks continue, I don't let them get me. Today, they continue with the programming of perversion, but this time they are aiming in the youth. The people, better said young people, also children and homosexuals.
There's things they've been trying to rewire when I listen to this. That's why I kind of jumped around, because I didn't want to deal with it. But there's clear validation that they do these nasty ways of forcing people to experience emotions and reactions. So when I see this little baby and they make me have these nasty stimulations, I understand that this is something they've done to others. The last one you just heard is a woman saying they do this program perversion aimed toward people, young people, children, and even homosexuals. Which I don't think that is the biggest issue there. But there is a tactic, a common tactic, that consists of forcing people to have reaction toward children that they designed for you to experience, and then try to gaslight you to accept this. A clear pattern. Can you imagine the way they want me to accept this manipulation? Is like, no, we made your brain be a child brain. And try to make me acceptive of it. Right now, my brain is, they're creating battles. But I want to make it clear today. I don't want to go into the back and forth of how they try to create this thing to be accepted in my brain. But to the point where they go falsify memories of me as a kid, 13 years old. Then today as an adult, make me experience this falsified memory of my reaction as a child. As if that makes sense. As if making somebody think or experience something that they experienced as a child would explain what they're doing. They're trash. But you heard what they do to women. These tactics of tortures are applied onto children too. And these bottom fears work for governmental entities that have some issues that's so disgusting. So I'd rather die in hell. And that's why I say I'm thankful to God that I didn't have to live my life like this trash. It is easy to do what they do. You've seen the picture of how comfortable they are when they do what they do. It's just time consuming, but it's not complicated. It's safe. And it's kind of easy, you know, like you do these things remotely. You don't need to be in the presence of this person. You can say whatever things, you can act certain ways. You're not alone. You heard the honkings. This is a governmental-led program. The whole ecosystem is surrounding me. The whole ecosystem surrounding me is meant to break me down. So these perps can do all these nasty things. They're not alone. This is a government-led program, so you know that like it's just it's big. Well, I'm part of. If I'm perp, I don't, the disgracefulness, the shamefulness can disappear because everybody else is involved in this. So in every level, this is like meant to facilitate the perp to do what they're supposed to be doing in this program. And I'm so thankful that I didn't even get the opportunity to be involved in this, because I could not look at myself. And it's easy today, but they'll get theirs. So to all my target individuals, stay strong.